So how does emotional intelligence help officers when in stressful situations? Times of active violence, active shooter, domestic violence scene, multiple subjects involved, large party call, shots fired, all these types of things. I think it's important that for us to have a successful outcome, and that means we all go home, right? We go home and everybody we deal with goes home or goes where they need to go. But without being able to have a sense of where we're at, what resources we have, an ability to slow things down based on our experiences and knowledge, those types of situations, those types of calls for service can be tragic for everybody involved. And I think when I look back on my own experiences and some of those that I've talked with my folks that they've been involved in, it's amazing when we talk about tenure within the profession, right? You have those experienced officers that have been in the fight their whole career, fugitive apprehension assignments, 6, 8, 10, 12 years, going after the worst of the worst on a daily basis, the kind of people the media doesn't even advertise when we apprehend them because they're just violent. Those officers involved have developed such a sense of self-awareness and have developed to a heightened level their proficiencies, their skill set, and their recognition of the change in degree in every situation on such a regular basis that they're able to come up against the most violent of criminals and have a successful outcome, meaning apprehension, and our officers go home. It's really difficult, and I think we see it on a regular basis. We had an officer involved shooting, without going into great detail because I know it's still fresh. It was about a month ago. It was one of our newly graduated recruits. Now, he was with a seasoned field training officer, and in my conversation with them after the fact, the seasoned training officer was somewhat taken back by the response of the new officer, the trainee, if you will. This trainee, though, is about 30 years old, military veteran, private sector experience, and in his bio, he had written that he decided to take this job because, like we hear from so many others, he wanted to help others. He wanted to make a difference. He wanted to help those who couldn't help themselves. And in that situation where he had to get into the shooting, he recognized right away, as he began to engage this person, it was clear and obvious to them that this person was in mental crisis. He was in mental crisis, armed, and was presenting himself as an extreme danger to the officers involved. And this officer reacted with the mindset and with the calmness that he was trained to, and was able to articulate after the fact his thought process going through it, how he felt, what his options were, what his resources were available to him, those that were around him. He was not only self-aware, but aware of his surroundings. And I credit that to his emotional intelligence being what it is, and knowing that he will continue to grow and develop that as he moves forward. But that was really good to see, because one of the things we worry about is when we have a new officer out there, they come against these critical incidents so early on in their career, it can shut people down, and I've seen it shut people down. But he understood that these were the threats and these were the dangers of the job. He had lived life a little bit, so he had a good understanding, and that sense of that awareness, that self-awareness, and that awareness of others, those that were around him, was very prevalent in his debrief. So I think that is where you see one's ability, as much as we can train on our proficiencies, right? And we include stressors in those proficiency trainings. It's not until that situation is real, is live, that the stressors really kick in. We like to create artificial stress, but one's emotional intelligence, one's awareness, self-awareness really comes through when that proficiency is approached with a sense of awareness and a sense of the totality of the situation as you approach it.